Perfect, yep. Okay, so we're gonna start the first exercise, and it's called the chest opener 2. That's one of our latest exercise that we did. You guys are gonna put one black spring, yep. And then you're gonna basically sit on the front of the micro, and you're gonna place both hands on the edge of the carriage, on the front edge of the carriage. You're gonna keep your shoulders back. You're gonna slowly kind of stay in that upright position, and then slowly push the carriage back. When you push the carriage back, try to rotate the shoulders back as well. It's a very small movement, very slow movement. Nice, good, excellent, Courtney. That's it. Good, Heather. That's it. You're kind of pressing from the palm of your hands, keeping the back straight, kind of getting the shoulders fired up and the triceps, because we're going to be doing a lot of the shoulders and the triceps. When we do the workout, especially the wheelbarrow series, you'll see it's all shoulder, triceps, lats activation. Good. So we have this going on for another 15 seconds over here, keeping the shoulders back, chin up, chest out. So also what I like about this version of the chest opener is that you don't need the cables. Exactly. Thank you, Heather, because she's helped me out a lot with creating new exercise where you don't need the cables. But we have more cable exercise coming in. All right, in 10 seconds, we're going to switch around. We're going to go to the reverse wheelbarrow. So go ahead, bring the carriage back in. You're going to kneel on the front platform, anchor your hands on the carriage, and just like Heather, you're going to align your hips with your knees and your shoulders. You're going to keep your shoulders in their sockets, and you're going to slowly press the carriage out and slowly bring the carriage in. Now, something I forgot to talk about earlier is the tempo. We want to move very slowly and with a lot of control. I do a tempo of 4 counts. This is 4 counts to move the carriage out, 4 counts to bring the carriage in. So the count sounds something like this. Go out 1, out 2, out 3, out 4, and in 1. Perfect. In 2, in 3, in 4. Beautiful. Courtney, you feel that? Yes? Good. And you're doing so slow. I love you. Usually when people do this the first time, they kind of do this, they move the carriage all over the place. They go fast, they go full range of motion, but not all the exercises are supposed to be full range of motion, and certainly not fast. We want to go slowly so that we're not using any momentum. You're really using all the muscle fibers here to move the carriage both direction. If the black spring feels too heavy, like you have too much support, you can switch to the white spring, which are, I think now, they're coming now. They should be here now. So if they're not here, they're on the boat, they're here. All right, good, excellent. 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna put our feet on the floor and go into the bear 2, the reverse bear 2 in 5, 4, 3, 2, perfect. Bring the carriage in, so now plant your feet on the ground. Lift your knees off that platform, yep. Yes, and now keep your shoulders basically aligned with your hips, and keep your shoulders right above the wrist, and keep your hips and your shoulders aligned. Torso is in the neutral and parallel to the ground position, and you're going to slowly press the carriage out by extending the legs, and slowly bring the carriage in by flexing the legs. So stay on your toes, just like Courtney, on the tip of your toes, really keeping the hips lined up with the shoulders. And all these exercises are working the same muscles: shoulders, triceps, lats, and abs. Courtney, is that where you feel it? Shoulder, triceps, abs. Good, very nice. The black spring again might be a little too strong for these two because they're very fit, and they're also they don't weight much. So the black spring could be too much. The white spring is going to be better because the white spring is less resistance, so less support. You can also try to do this exercise at home without the springs, which will be even more challenging because then you have no support at all. So remember that when you work on the front end of the machine, of the micro or the mega, you can also do this on the mega, except that you have to feet on the platform. Remember that you have the pulling exercise on the front end where the spring is actually helping you with the exercise. In 10 seconds, we're going to keep the feet where they are on the floor, and we're going to put our elbows on the carriage, and we're going to go into a plank, a reverse plank position. 5, 4, 3, 2. Elbows on the carriage. Perfect. Now keep your ankles, knees, hips, and shoulders aligned. The knees should not be resting on the carriage for this exercise. You should keep your shoulders in the sockets, which is keep a basic plank position over here. Very nice. And we're going to do this for another 30 seconds. So if you want to, the next exercise is the reverse saw. You can start with that one if you want to. For the reverse saw, you can actually move your elbows back and forth. There you go. That's it. So making sure that you keep the hips line up with the shoulders and the knees, right? Keeping that body in a straight line, keeping the stomach in, lower back is in that neutral position. Your spine is fully supported. Good. And then slowly moving the carriage back and forth. Beautiful. How you guys feel? Good? Nice. Perfect. You feel this in your abs? Yes? Okay. If you guys at home feel this in your lower back, you're not supposed to, but it can happen. You can actually kneel on the platform, and that will alleviate some of that stress. Good. Now the next one is the reverse saw with the knees on the platform. So go ahead, drop your knees on the platform, lift your feet up. Perfect. So we continue now with this exercise. Beautiful. And then Courtney, I'm going to bring your hips down a little bit more. There you go, just like that. Perfect. So what I want to see a straight line passing through the hips from the shoulders to the knees. Straight line. Now your spine is going to retain its natural S-shaped curve. I do not want you to do this exercise with a straight back. This is not natural, but definitely keep that natural sway in the neck and in the lower back. Beautiful, but do not exaggerate it. Perfect. You got 10 more seconds. And then after that, we're going to shift gear. We're going to go into the legs. You know me, I like to start to do the legs kind of early on the routine because this is when we're going to get the greatest metabolic and anabolic activation. So 5, 4, 3, 2. First exercise is going to be the Escalator Lunge 2, right leg. So keep your left foot on the floor, right foot on the carriage, and you're going to slowly press the carriage out. I'm going to come around and I'm going to pass these poles. So I don't know if you have them at home or not. I don't think Heather needs it, but you know, it's always good to have them. The pole is there just in case if you're about to lose your balance. Okay, so when you do the Escalator Lunge 2, you have your left foot anchored on the floor. You have your right foot anchored on the carriage. The right knee remains right above the right ankle the entire time. Torso stays in an upright position, chin up, chest out. Picture perfect right here. I'm thinking maybe I should have upped my game for Courtney today. She makes it look too easy. Good. Now, when you do this exercise, I want you to keep the tension in the back of your right leg. You're not pushing from the front of your back leg from the left thigh. You're pulling from the back of the right leg. So make sure that your right knee is right above that ankle. And when you lunge down, I want you to lunge to that 90 degree, also known as the golden angle. That's the perfect angle to integrate your quads with your glutes, your hamstrings, inner thighs, and so forth. So ladies, when you lunge down on the next one, really make sure you line up that hip, that right hip with the right knee. Beautiful, Jack Stack. Yes, beautiful. 10 more seconds, and then you're gonna hold it on the way down, and now we're gonna do 1 minute of carriage kicks in 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it right there, perfect, stay in that position. And now we're gonna kick the carriage with the right heel. As we kick the carriage back and forth, nothing else changes, nothing else moves. Your left leg stays in the same position, your hips stay in the same alignment, your torso stays in an upright position, shoulders stays in the socket, keeping your chin up. You're not changing, altering the rest of the body's alignment. So only the right foot move back and forth, and you're pressing from that heel. Beautiful. And then of course, don't forget to breathe, because this is a muscular endurance class where we combine cardio and resistance training together. Nice. Feel this in the stomach. You can put your hands on your hips on this one. If your form is as good as Heather's and Courtney's form, then you can actually integrate dumbbells in it. So if you want to do biceps, shoulders, chest, all kinds of exercise, you can do that. In 10 seconds, we're going to switch. We're going to go to the standing inner thighs, and then we're going to do standing inner thighs with the left foot on the platform in 5, 4, 3, 2. Perfect. Bring the carriage in. Left foot on the platform. Stay with us. Right foot on the carriage, hands on the hips. And now we're going to do some inner thighs integration. Good. So keep your hips and your shoulders aligned. Yeah, hold that stomach in. When you do this exercise, you should also engage your lower abs and your glutes as part of the movement. And then we're going to slowly press the carriage out for 4 count and slowly bring the carriage in for 4 counts. So out, 1, out, 2, out, 3, out, 4, and in, 1, in 2, in 3, in 4. And then so far, everything we've done, we could have used the wide spring. And if we had used the wide spring, and I think Heather's maybe on the wide spring, you will feel that infinitely more because you're going to get less support. So when you're on the mega or the micro on the front end of the machine, the springs are going to help you against gravity. So the more springs you have for certain movements, it's going to help you. When you do pushing exercise, which we're about to do soon, you'll see that the more springs you have, the more the more difficult it is. So it's a little hard sometimes to get the concept of the exercise on the front end of the machine because you have two machines in one, really. On the next one, we're going to go back into the Escalator Lunge 2 with the left leg now. So bring the carriage back in, and then we're going to turn facing the Studio Lagree virtual wall. We're going to place our left foot on the carriage, right foot on the floor, and you're going to lunge out or down and out for the 4 count. So you're going to keep the left knee right above the left ankle, keeping the right leg straight, right foot on the floor, and lunge down. 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, and up. 1, beautiful. Up, 2, up, 3, up, 4. Now when you stand up, you don't have the luxury of standing all the way up, so I don't want you to lock the knee on the way up. And when you lunge down, again, we are chasing that 90-degree, the golden angle. That's what we want. You want to go low enough so that your left hip is going to align with the left knee. And as you do this back and forth movement, make sure that the left knee is always above the left ankle. The left knee is not going to travel forward and go over the left toes. The left knee is just right above the ankle at the same time. And that is going to be the best form for your knee-hip alignment. Good. So torso is in an upright position, chin up, chest out. Don't forget to breathe. Abs are engaged. In about 10 seconds, we're going to go into the carriage kicks. Very nice. Now, usually when I do my routine, go ahead, on the next one, go halfway down, stay in that position, and now we do the carriage kick. So the carriage kick is different from the first exercise because now we're no longer doing a dynamic movement, we're doing a static hold, okay? This is called an isometric hold. So we're holding the left leg bent at that 90-degree angle, and we're basically kicking the carriage by extending the left leg, pressing from the left heel. You should feel this in the same muscle, back of the left thigh, the glutes. You should keep your torso in the upright position. If you feel too much pressure in the right hip or the right hip flexor, you can bend the right leg a little bit, and that will ease the stress. This is normal if you do this the first or the second time, but by the third time you do this exercise or any lunges on the micro, you will lose that tightness in the hip flexors. Good. You guys feel that? Yes? Very nice. So what I was about to say earlier, and I'm interrupted again, I got to do my standing on the thighs facing the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, bring the carriage in. So now we do standing on the thighs, right foot on the platform, left foot on the carriage. So what I was saying earlier is usually when I do my leg routines, I'll do all the exercise for the right leg first or the left leg, and I'll switch to the other leg. So I only stay on one leg, I try to fatigue it as much as possible, and then I go to the other side. Other times, like today, I kind of switch back and forth between right and left just for the flow, just to make it easy. So anyway, so if you guys are wondering at home why I'm doing now another left side, like I saw Heather's like, what? We're doing the left side already? Only one lunge? Don't worry, there's more lunges. Yes. It feels good? So is this enough tension for you? You feel this in your inner thighs? Okay, good. Because again, you know, with all this pulling exercise on the front, too much tension will actually, you still feel it, but not as much, and it helps, it's good for circulation basically. But I want you to go beyond the circulation and really fatigue that muscle. You feel it? Okay, good, excellent. Well, don't worry, okay, good, excellent, yeah. Well, you know, it should feel good. I mean, it should cramp, you should definitely feel that, you're gonna be sore, but it should also be like a good cramp. There's definitely a difference between a good hurt and a bad hurt. So I don't know if you guys, I'm probably gonna have to define this now. It's gonna be another fucking tutorial. The difference between a good hurt and a bad hurt. All right, let's go back into the right leg, and now we're gonna go into an elevator lunge, right leg. Sorry, yes, elevator lunge, right leg. So right foot on the platform, left foot on the carriage. And I'm going to give you the pole just in case you need that. So this is going to be a this is going to be a 3-series lunge. The first lunge that we do here is the dynamic lunge. So we go up and down for a minute. The tempo is again slow and controlled. I do 4 counts on the way down, 4 counts on the way up. My 4 count translates to about 8 to 10 seconds to go down and 8 to 10 seconds to come up. And the reason why we want to take that much time is to eliminate the momentum in the exercise. So only the muscles here doing the work, no borrowed energy or no created energy. Good. We're going to keep that right knee right above the right ankle, keeping the hips and the shoulders square, shoulders back, chin up, chest out. Same thing over here. When you lunge down, I want you to reach that golden angle. And then on the screen, if you guys are on YouTube, you will see the animation. And when the guys perfectly line up, you see these 4 axes that cross each other and creates that 90-degree angle. That's what I want you to get to. Holding that stomach in, perfect. Yes, I can see a little bit of shaking with Courtney, so I'm very happy. I'm like, I have to make her shake today, otherwise my name is not Sebastien. Because as you know it, if it's not shaking, it's not working. On the next one, you're gonna hold it halfway right here. So you have 2 options. You can keep your hands where they are. You can put your hands on your hips. You can also reach out for the handles if you have them. And then I like the idea of reaching out for the handles because it also gives you back some support. But when you do this, make sure you keep that right knee right above the ankle, yes. And then just move the left knee back and forth. What I like about reaching out down to the handles, it's forcing you to go deep, to really go deep, and then really align the hip with the knee. Beautiful. Keep that stomach in to support the lower back. Beautiful. You have an extra 25 seconds. Nice. Woo, beautiful. Excellent. Don't forget to breathe. Remember, this is a muscular endurance workout. We're doing cardio and resistance training combined. 10 more seconds, holding the stomach in. Beautiful. You know, and I think I always like to work out for camera on me because I feel the pressure of performing. You know, I can't fucking stop now. All right, now hold it halfway. Bring the left knee underneath the left hip, and now we'll do 30 seconds of pulse. Good, that's it. So I like the pulse at the last one. The pulse should probably be the first one actually when you do it because it burns out that fast twitch within the slow twitch. Woo, you're good. Yeah. 5 more seconds, excellent. And remember, for a lot of you at home, you know, it feels like, oh, these girls are doing like, you know, it's bullshit workout, right? You get on it and try to do 10 seconds. It's very difficult. Yes. Now bring the carriage in, and now we're gonna switch to the next one, which is the front lunge. For the front lunge, you're going to place your right foot on the floor, left foot on the carriage, and now you're going to lunge down slowly for the 4 counts and up for the 4 counts. Good. So the front lunge is the same exercise as the elevator lunge. The only difference is the position of the right foot. So we switch our right foot from the front platform to the floor. There's a difference of about 5.5 inches. That difference is significant because it will allow you to target the glutes better. For the exact same range of motion, you're going to get now a greater glute activation because your foot is 5.5 inches below the left foot. You're welcome. Good. So keep your hips and your shoulders square, same form. Beautiful. Now, when you do Lagree, a lot of people ask, what is Lagree? Lagree is a muscular endurance workout. What's a muscular endurance workout? Well, it's cardio and resistance training, which means that we do this very long duration movement. Every exercise is about a minute, 1 minute. The 1 minute of constant, consistent muscle contraction. When you are at the gym and you work out for a minute, you do a set for a minute, most of the time you're going to take breaks. You're going to go full range of motion. You're going to, rest for a second, whatever. You're not constantly firing those muscles for a minute. Here we are. So when you do this succession of this 1 minute set after the next minute set without any interruption, it gets really difficult. Now the next one, hold it halfway down, and now we'll do a minute of pulse here. Beautiful. So essentially you can feel, when you do the pulse, same thing over here, you can have your hands on your hips, you can have your hands on the handles. The benefit of having your hands on the handles is that it's forcing you to reach down lower. So you're going to place your right leg lower at a deeper angle. Beautiful. Again, if your left leg straight, if your left leg is giving you too much trouble, you can bend it a little bit and kind of bring the left knee closer or more in closer alignment with the left hip. Beautiful. And then slowly pulsing. Nice. Now we're gonna do that for another 20 seconds, and after this, we're gonna go into a first pushing exercise. We'll do skating number 2. 10 more seconds. Courtney, are we doing here? Good? Yes, you feel that burn yet? Oh, okay, all right. Okay, good. All right, 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna add the red spring in 5, 4, 3, 2, perfect. Bring the carriage in. So now we're gonna go on the back of the carriage. We're gonna add the red spring to the black, and it doesn't matter which red spring, either springs will do fine, but we'll do skating 2 though. So we're gonna have the right foot on the floor, and then the left foot on the carriage, yes. There you go. You can bend your legs, keep the right leg bent, and push that carriage out, yes. So when you do this exercise, and Christian, I'm gonna switch to the body cam over here. So when you do this exercise, you basically have 2 options to make it a little easier. Option number 1 is you can actually move your right foot away from the platform. So if you, the further away your right foot is, the less tension you're gonna get from the springs. I will explain that later, but it's called black magic basically. And then, or you can do this. Your left foot could be either on the front edge of the carriage, so that you're gonna get the maximum amount of tension from that position, or you can put your left foot in the middle of the carriage, like Heather underneath the strap, or you can move your left foot all the way across the carriage to the back end of the ring of fire, and now you will get the least amount of resistance. So I hope you guys got the lesson, and that is with all the pushing exercise that you would be doing, you know, on the micro or on the mega. Excellent. In 10 seconds, you're gonna keep both legs bent, and then we're gonna go into a pulse. In 5, 4, 3, 2, keep both legs bent, and pulse. Beautiful, go up and down. Excellent. So now we're gonna keep the carriage in that same position, keep both legs bent, and then pulse it. Good. And when we pulse, we try to go again to that 90-degree angle. So every single time we do a leg movement, we are chasing the golden angle. Good. And don't forget to breathe. Perfect. Now, Courtney, what do you do for workout usually? Oh, on the ball? Yeah. Good. So this is easy for you because it only goes one direction, because the ball goes any direction. Yes. Oh, because of the resistance that you don't get in the ball. Yes. All right, in 5 seconds, guys, we're gonna bring the carriage in, and we're gonna go to the other side. We're gonna go into the elevator lunge left leg, and then come in, bring the carriage in. We're gonna remove the red spring, and now we're gonna repeat the exact same sequence with the left leg. So go ahead, turn around. First movement is gonna be the left foot on the platform, right foot on the carriage. Nice. So by now we're about, I would say halfway. This is about a 45-minute workout. We have about 22 minutes left, so we're more than halfway. Your body is going to start to be, yes, your body is going to be significantly fatigued now. So 2 things you need to do. Don't be afraid of reaching out for the pole. I use the pole all the time. The pole is not a cheating tool. It's just for there to catch your balance and also to make sure that you have the proper body alignment. And the second thing too is just like sometimes we feel premature cramping. What is premature cramping? It means that basically we're depleting a lot of oxygen in our body, and we have a buildup of CO2, and basically we're just kind of running out of oxygen. So we feel this premature cramping, and we feel like we're fatiguing, but that's not the case. It's just that we need more oxygen. So if you feel like you're cramping at home doing this workout, just focus on breathing. That's it, breathing in deeply, breathing out deeply, but really focusing on the breath, and you will see that your cramping will go away and you will be able to finish the set. On the next one, go halfway down, keep the left leg bent, stay in that position. So now we're gonna keep the left hip lined up with the left knee, and then we're gonna move the carriage back and forth with the right leg. So again, I want all the tension over here to be on that left leg, and I'm gonna use the body cam one more time, and I'm gonna show you how Heather is having a pointing kind of left toes up. And when you do this, when your toes are up, then it's really translating in the back of the thigh, basically working. So make sure you have the left heel planted on the platform, toes are up, and essentially on the back end, we have the hips and the shoulders completely line up. So basically your torso stays in that rectangle position. Thank you. Nice. Perfect. Yeah, 10 more seconds. Don't worry about it. Yeah, there you go. Nice. 10 more seconds. And then we're going to do carriage kicks in 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring the right knee in, and then 30 seconds of pulse. I was debating today if I should do a minute of everything, and I said, no, I'll do 30 seconds of pulse. But I could have done. This is a routine I'm very interested to try when we have the white spring and when you guys at home have received the white spring. There you go. Nice. That's it. And the beauty also about the handles is that they give you some additional support. Now go ahead, bring the carriage in. We're going to go to the next one, which is now the front lunge. So I often do the elevator lunge on the micro, followed by the front lunge. Why? Because we have basically a very quick succession of exercise. We're still working on that left leg. So this is basically the second lunge that we're doing facing the front. But essentially, this is a succession of the 3 lunges that we just did on that leg. So this is the 4th minute on the left leg. Your legs can take it, okay? You can run for hours, for days, okay? So we're working the slow twitch muscle fibers. Slow twitch muscle fibers are hard to fatigue. So the only way you get them is really by really a precise workout. Precise workout meaning that you need the right tempo, you need the right body alignment, and also you need the right duration. And it's exactly the cornerstone principles of Lagree. Good. We have form, range of motion, and then we have duration, tempo, and of course the resistance. Good. So slowly go down, keeping that left knee right above the left ankle, keeping the hips and the shoulders square, and then slowly come up for the 4 count. Nice. Good. So down, 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4. So that's about 8-10 seconds on the way down, and up. 1, up, 2, up, 3, up, 4. On the next one, you're going to go halfway down, stay in that position, and we'll do the pulse. So it's interesting, I don't know if you guys have tried this, but when you slow down a movement, your heart rate is going to go up, right? You're not using as much momentum, and you can make the exercise so much more difficult just by slowing down the tempo. So I do a tempo of 4 counts, but you guys can do a tempo of 5 counts, 6 counts, 7 counts. If you want to do it 30 seconds on the way down, 30 seconds on the way up to you. Good. Nice. Okay, 25 more seconds in that pulse, and then we're gonna go back to the skating to left side. Beautiful. How are we doing, ladies? Great. Nice. And then I have good news, guys. We're about 2/3 in now. We have only 17 minutes left. In 10 seconds, we're gonna come up. We're gonna add 1 more red spring in 5, 4, 3, 2. Perfect. So now we have a black and a red spring, and we're gonna go into skating number 2. So left foot stays on the floor, right foot stays on the carriage. You can anchor your right foot anywhere you want, and then keep the left leg bent, and then slowly press the carriage out with the right leg. I want you to still work the left leg. So your left foot over here is still working in an isometric holding weight. Right leg is also working, stabilizing the leg, but also pushing the carriage. So both legs are working. They're working just differently. I don't want you to focus on one leg over the next. Really embrace the action of both. Very nice. And I love how Courtney and Heather are both grabbing the platform instead of the handles. So when you grab that platform, it really locks you in a very low profile. So you can see right here in that one shot. I actually love that shot over here. Yeah, that's actually a good shot. You can see really how the torso is completely parallel to the ground. And that is the greatest angle right there to target the glutes, outer thighs, hamstring area. I love that. Good. Now also the beauty about working with the micro on the floor versus the mega is you can really use the floor, so you can really pinpoint that particular distance between the feet and the machine, which gives you the greatest stimulation, because it's a balance between resistance and also range of motion. You want both. You don't want one, you want both. Hold it halfway, keep both legs bent, And then now start to do your pulse. Perfect. When you do your pulse, the carriage is not moving. And we're pulsing at the knees. We're not pulsing at the lower back. So a lot of people, when they pulse, they kind of do this. They pulse with the lower back. We're not giving a camel a blowjob. We're bending both legs like this. So that's how you pulse, not this. Okay, so for all you guys right there, you know what that means? No blowing. We're pulling. There you go. It's like, yes, you can grab the handles. When I see that in class, people go like this. I'm like, what are you doing? This is not pulsing. What the fuck are you doing? It's just like, you know, it's just like, it looks like the bobble head on your dashboard, you know, that thing. It's just like, yeah, so pulse at the knees, not the lower back. I think I made my point clear now. All right, 10 more seconds. And then we're going to go back to one black spring. And now it's time to go to the obliques. We're going to start with the twister right side in 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, we're going to remove the red spring. We're going to keep the black spring. And then to remove the springs again, you're just going to put your knob down. And we'll do right side. So if you look at Heather very quickly, hands on the handles, left foot and right foot on the carriage. And then I'm going to grab this from you. And then this is how I want the feet to be aligned, right there. So left foot, right foot, all in one straight line, like this. And then keep the shoulders in the sockets, head aligned with the shoulders. And then basically we are pulling and stabilizing from that right side over here. Good. Courtney, you feel that? I like that. Very nice. So when you do the twister, so the twister is one of the best exercises if you really want to integrate your lats with your obliques, your waist, your transverse. It gives you a great profile for the waist. But you got to make sure that your shoulders are not completely over the hands, so it's just slightly off the level of the hands. You should feel the triceps. You see Heather's triceps are popping out, so triceps, shoulders, and lat should be integrated and should be active in that one exercise. The next one, I love this combination. That might become a new favorite pairing. We're going to go into the side twister. For the side twister, now we're going to position our right elbow on the platform. Yep. We're going to reach out to the ceiling of the left hand. And then from this position, we're going to bend the knees. We're going to bring the knees to the chest. There you go. So I like this one because it's a different but very similar body mechanism as we have for the twister. Yes, perfect. Nice, good. And bring your hips up a little bit more. That's it. Make sure for that one, you really keep your upper body aligned and you slowly move the carriage. If you feel this a little too challenging, you can always also put your left hand on the handle or left hand on the floor and you can grab it. You can also add more springs. Adding more springs will give you more support, and that will also allow you to keep your hips aligned the shoulders. So if you have a hard time, if you feel that your hips are slouching, you might want to try 2 black spring, or if you have the white spring already, you can do a black and a white. There's also a gray spring, which is stronger than the black spring, so you could all do a gray spring. So you have a lot of options. Good. Very nice, ladies. Love that. You got 20 more seconds. Beautiful. Excellent. Courtney, how are we doing on those obliques over here? Fire, huh? But you will know looking at you. I mean, you guys, both of you are doing fantastic. These women are very strong, guys. I challenge any man to do this, you know, for the 2 minutes. It's very challenging. Okay, on the next one, this is one of my favorite exercises. We're going to go into the Riverside Sweep for the right side. For the Riverside Sweep, you both are going to have to remove the springs. So no springs attached. And then Courtney, you're going to be on that side, but we're going to do it on the floor actually. So for the Riverside Sweep, you're going to have your right elbow. Oh, we'll do, yes, I forgot about that. So you're going to do it on this way, yeah? Both options are fine. All I want to make sure is that your hips remain in line with the shoulders. Good. By the way, those side sweep exercise, like the sea serpent and also the hammerhead, these exercises you're going to require. You're going to need some practice. It's going to take you a few times to get the biomechanism of that movement. All right, 10 more seconds, and then we're going to go into the twister left side in 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring the carriage in. Perfect. Now we're going to do twister left side, so put one black spring. Yep. It doesn't matter which side. Perfect. Yes. So hands on the handles. Now you're going to have your right foot and your left foot on the carriage. Right foot stays behind the left foot, keeping the shoulders aligned with the sockets. And then over here we have right foot aligned with the left foot. Beautiful. Nice, Courtney. Excellent. So it's very important to have that, that line. I was not intending of doing it, but yes, for the Mini, we will have lines on the carriage because the carriage on the Mini is so much bigger that we will need that. So I will have the lines for the on the carriage for the Mini. All right, so keep the shoulders. Love had this position over here. Clearly, open space in the neck. When some people do this exercise, they have a tendency of just bring the shoulders to the ears, and you don't want that. It puts too much stress on the cervical. So beautiful job here, keeping the shoulders clearly in the sockets. Nice separation between the shoulders and the ears. Nice opening in the cervical. The lower back over here, same thing. This nice neutral position. Little S-shaped curve, beautiful. And then I can see shoulder, triceps, lats activated. So whenever you do your core exercise, you must make sure that your shoulders, triceps, lats are activated because they're going to help you to support your spine. You don't want the lower back to do that. 10 more seconds, and then we're going to bring the left elbow to the platform. We're going to go into the side twister in 5, 4, 3, 2. Left elbows on the platform. I gotta tell you, man, I love having my little script over here. I don't have to remember this exercise. There are so many exercises on the micro, by the way. I think we're at 330 now, or 360, or something like that. I forgot how many, and we have so many more to add. There's no freaking way you can remember all the names. There's just so much you can do. All right, so left elbow is on the platform. You're gonna keep the left shoulder in its socket. Right arm is aligned with the left arm. You're going to keep, so that's on the vertical front. When you look at that, the lateral motion or the monorail side, we want to have the neck, shoulders, hips basically in that one straight line. So your torso and your arms are basically forming like a cross. They are, a crossing position like this. So that's what they're doing. That's what I'm looking. We are doing courses on the geometry of the body, and so you're looking for basically simple figures like a cross, and that's kind of what that's the form. Courtney, we doing good over there? Yes? All right, we're almost done with this exercise, 15 seconds left. And then remember to slowly move the carriage out, slowly move the carriage in, but it's all about keeping the hips in that perfect spot where Heather's doing, keeping the hips perfectly aligned with the shoulders. Nothing else is moving. Good. 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna go into the bear in 5, 4, 3, 2, the black bear. So this is the bear one. I got a couple bears sitting over there. One is sitting, one is, I don't know, taking a shit or something like that. I don't know what he's doing. Thomas and his animation. It looks like one is on the toilet though, right? Now it's standing up now. Okay. Oh, yes. So yes, I love animals, so I'm adding some totems here and there. I think hopefully you guys will appreciate that. If you think that in the animations of the animals are distracting from the animation itself of the avatar, let me know. Huh? Yeah. They're doing things, so. All right, so when you do the bear, and by the way, the bear has nothing to do with the bear. I don't know. I mean, I've never seen a bear like this in the woods. Okay. Hips aligned with the shoulders. Torso, again, neutral spine, parallel to the ground, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Shoulders are tucked in the sockets. Arms are straight, but the elbows are slightly bent so that the triceps absorb the stress, not your elbow. Triceps, shoulders, chest, lats, and abs are all activated over here. If you feel this in your lower back, the best solution is to drop on the knees and to do basically a modified kneeling wheelbarrow. The bear and the wheelbarrow have so much in common. That's why I love to do this exercise together, actually. Very nice. Yes, just like Courtney right there, that would be a modification. Again, I want you to keep going. So when you do a modification, you find a way to do the exercise. Oh, and now we're almost done. We have our arms exercise. So we're going to bring the carriage back in, and we're going to add our cables. All right, ladies. So now we're going to go on the back end, and then we're going to finish with a few arm exercise. So these are the cables you can attach. Oh, you're welcome. There you go. So first exercise we're going to do is the sexy back. You can kneel on the platform, or you can kneel on the floor if you don't have enough tension. And for the sexy back, what I want you to do is really extend your arms. You're gonna keep your elbow in that same position and slowly extend. And if you look at the avatar, you'll see that the elbows are not moving at all. Beautiful. Now, I'm not sure if the black spring. So this is when you do arms, everyone is different, you know. So for this one exercise, some of you might need 2 black, some of you might need a black and a gray, you know, different combination. What I want you to be able to do is to feel the resistance, feel the fatigue in the triceps, but also to be able to keep the range of motion and to keep your body's alignment. Never, never, never compromise the form for more tension, okay? Tension comes last. Nice, 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna go finish with the chest opener with the cables in 5, 4, 3, 2. So this is gonna be the last one, everyone. So you're gonna kneel on the platform. You can kneel on the floor too. And this is gonna, look at those abs that Heather has. Darwin, please, look at that. Look at that, after triplets, amazing. Look at those abs. And did you have triplets? Yes, she did. And she's not 20 years old, okay? So for all the haters out there, all right? If you're fat, that's because of your fat, okay? I'm just gonna say. Shoulders back, chin up, chest out. Good. Okay, it's all a choice, everyone, okay? Every day you have a choice to get up, and then you have a choice about what you're gonna eat, how you're gonna live the rest of your day. And if you want to look like this too, you have to make fitness a priority, okay? But I don't think that it's even a choice. I think it's a necessity, okay? You know, you have to exercise every day. If you want to live well in your 50s, in your 60s, in your 70s, you know, forget about the 20s and 30s. These goes quickly, okay? You gotta fucking be active. 43, look at that. Who doesn't want to look like this at 43, okay? I want to look like that at 43. But now I'm gonna be 48. Fuck that shit, all right? It comes quick, guys, I'm telling you. And the best anti-aging regimen is this. It's exercise, but good, smart exercise. Exercise is not going to kill your joints and kill you. Okay, all right. We're going to finish this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic, well done. Congratulations, Courtney. Thank you, Heather. You guys did awesome. How you feel? You feel okay? Yes? Yes? You'll have to come back. You did so good. You're gonna have to come back. We're gonna have to do this with more challenging springs for you. Yeah, that was really good. And for you guys, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please email us at info@lagreefitness.com. We're gonna have this video on YouTube. We'll have them also on Lagree.com, Lagree at home, or Lagree at home. All the Lagrees will have that video. And if you have any questions, again, please email us, and you have a great rest of the weekend. Thank you for watching. We love you. Bye.